So, let me tell you what I'm thinking. It's a late night video. It's after midnight. And on the plus side, we had a chess tournament, a 5-minute tournament, and I won every game and only drew one game. So my clarity of thought as far as visualizing the chessboard was completely there. I was playing fast, and I won 8 and drew 1. Had a master performance rating in speed chess. Yay. But this is actually about kind of my thoughts recently. So, as we all know, central banks hold gold. They have always held gold. They did not sell their gold off when gold made highs in 1980 or recently. They didn't sell their gold off. Some of them sold some of the gold off, but basically, gold is still a part of the central bank system. So it's like, in my opinion, it's like the backup plan, right? We've got this current monetary system in place, and they got a backup plan, which includes the gold. And it makes sense that they always have gold, to always have a backup plan. In case something goes wrong, they've got a gold-related system. Now, when it comes to investors and institutions and whatnot, I think it also makes sense for individuals also to have some gold. Now, obviously, that doesn't mean all in on gold. What it means is that there's gold in the central bank system, and there's some gold in the investor hands, and there's like a backup system, right? Hey, we've got this gold, and even silver too, right? We get this precious metal backup system. Stuff goes wrong, we got a backup system. And that's all fine and good. However, in the last few years, it's kind of gone nuts with the people who've never held silver in their entire life suddenly going all in very quickly. And what concerns me is a lot of people see things like gold and silver as an all or nothing proposition. That is the general public. The general public tends to see these investments like an all or nothing thing. Like if you tell someone, one of your friends, say, hey, I invest in gold and silver, immediately they think you're all in on the stuff, right? Well, that's because many people did go all in. They didn't own any. They went all in. In the last maybe 2 years or so, or 3 years, a lot of people went all in for the wrong reasons. There was a lot of propaganda, misinformation going on about the gold and silver markets. And the problem is, when someone buys heavy, and they're heavily influenced by misinformation, when they figure out the misinformation is wrong, a lot of them panic and sell all their stack, right? I mean, we saw that the other week. Gold and silver, very quickly, a huge panic sell. Now, there are all kinds of stories about that, why that happened. But the fact of the matter is, individuals holding gold and silver, a lot of them sold their entire stack all at once. They didn't hold any gold and silver a few years ago. They went heavily in, and they sold it all at once. That is not my idea. That I kind of see as the role, right? I mean, the central banks, they don't go from owning no gold to going all in gold, to selling their gold. They own some gold. They've always owned gold. They might add some, they might sell some, but it's their backup plan. And this is part of, you hear the two sides of the same coin. You hear, they say Democrats, Republicans, the same side of the same coin, different sides. That's what this gold and silver market is. We have the one side of the coin. I'll show the queen side because the queen isn't popular among many people who own gold and silver. On one side, we have the queen side. We have the gold and silver haters, the general public. Don't own any of it, they say. if you own any of it, you're crazy. And then the other side, I'll get the maple here. This is the people who went all in. So we have a case where, you know, the silver and gold market, we have a case of retail investors who the problem is they'll go all in and then they'll go all out. What I want to see is balance. I'm looking for balance where we have investors, not just gold bugs and silver bugs. People who say, well, you know, I've got a portfolio, I've got, you know, stocks, bonds, real estate, whatever. Well, do I have any precious metals? No. Well, maybe that's a part of a balanced portfolio. Yeah, precious metals, they don't offer a rate of return, right? But it's not your whole portfolio. So you don't need a whole rate of return, right? I mean, in fact, if you expect 100% of your portfolio to get you a rate of return, you are greedy and you'll probably get punished. Nobody should expect that 100% of their investments all get a rate of return, right? I mean, some people who are leaving comments saying, yeah, gold and silver don't offer a rate of return. Well, that's why it's not your whole portfolio, but it can be a part of your portfolio. And often, just like the central banks, right, it's like a long-term portfolio thing. Now, what percent? I don't know what percent you should have. What is a good percent? I don't know. When should you buy? I don't know. When should you sell? I don't know. But looking at the last, like, 40 years of gold and silver, it's nuts. When you see the price and the volume, it's nuts. That shows that when the public says the gold and silver bugs are crazy, no, the gold and silver bugs are only the other side of the coin of the public. The entire investing public is crazy. They're all crazy. Not just silver bugs and gold bugs. All of them. They're all nuts. I'm starting to smile now. I'm cheering myself up. But yeah, I mean, just-in-time inventory. If you don't know what just-in-time inventory is and you're investing in commodities, you're in big trouble. You should know what just-in-time inventory is. I studied it in school. I had a cost accountant in manufacturing. Now, accountant doesn't mean doing taxes necessarily. In fact, most accountants don't do taxes. Bean counters, right? You know, assets, stuff like that, right? Just-in-time inventory. Inventory is expensive. When you have inventory, there's a cost involved. If you're a business, you want to have the least amount of inventory as possible. Airlines do that. Airlines intentionally overbook. You ever been at the airport and they've overbooked the airplane? Does that mean there's a shortage of airplanes? It means they overbooked. It's not the same concept as just in time, but it kind of is, right? So these concepts seem to be beyond a lot of the investing public. And it's scary. Because when people buy a lot of something and they don't know what just-in-time inventory is, it means they're going to panic sell probably in the future. And I don't know. Or maybe they won't panic sell. Maybe everybody will get smarter. And it's me who's got the wrong impression. That could be it. Okay. That's all. Good night.